Okay. Hello everybody. We are having online class today, free online class, and I would also like to talk today. So we will see what she's going to talk. Are you going to talk? Okay, she's not. So, and thank you everybody for being here. We have some kind of introduction to our classes, and we can have mix of everything, whatever you desire, whatever is your questions. So I can say more what is going on. Like I'm at the moment at home. It's Monday. I came from Amsterdam in the morning. We had incredible class in Amsterdam this weekend. And one weekend before that was Paris. And one weekend before that was Maestro class in Rome. And next weekend is Bordeaux in France and Lausanne, near Lausanne in Switzerland. And there are incredible classes coming. Incredible classes are behind us, and it's really incredible what we are creating. Every class is more powerful. We are changing more, and we are creating it together. Here is many people who were already on our classes, and maybe they can also share something, or maybe they are going to have now, after some time after the class, even more questions. And here is people who didn't meet me yet, so let's see what we can create tonight. And I'm not so good in representing, like speaking about myself. I like to show it more during the job that I'm creating. So we can also go to questions. And we are also translated to French and German at the moment with incredible translators, Claire and Corinne. And it's good also that you can listen to me. So if you are listening to translation, like you can also listen on computer or on phone, also me in English. And Corinne, maybe you can move your phone a little bit so we can see your face. So can somebody contribute to this class, to this introduction with questions? And we are also inviting all of you. We have this online class also to invite you to next classes, next body classes. And we are going to have evening classes on different locations. Here are also hosts with us today. And a guest is Christine Logos from Switzerland, and I think that Veronique is here. Is Veronique here, or she couldn't come? Veronique Clement is our host in Bordeaux.
And she couldn't join at this time.
So host maybe can also say something, and who is going to start? Who can say something? Is there any question?
There is already a question from Sebastian that is asking, how did you switch from your past job to go to Access?
Oh, like I'm doing this job for more than 7 years, and it's 4 years and a half, like 7 years and a half I'm doing this job, and 4 years and a half is since I was on bars class for the first time. So I was doing other modalities and my own personal growth classes also before Access. And I chose it like 7 years and a half ago. I chose to do this job because one woman said to me, with energy we can change the world. And I like, for me was like, why to do anything else if it's possible? So I decided I'm going to do this, whatever this is, like energy work, spirituality, personal growth. Like when she said, with energy we can change the world, she explained me that we are learning together on distance. We are changing consciousness of people on distance. I said I'm doing that, and I have seen myself traveling all over the world and speaking positive things when she said that it's possible. And before that, from my childhood, I wanted to change the world in many different ways. And before this explanation, I thought that we need to shake every person per person to wake up, because I was pretty mental and I have seen world pretty physical before that. I thought that we need to shake all the people to wake up, like person per person. Like my dream to change the world was very utopian dream, and still I was creating that. One of the ways how I was trying to create that before energy work was with being entrepreneur. So I can have so much money that I can have power to change the world. And when she said to me this, I said, I'm going to do that no matter what. And I didn't know so much that there are different seminars and modalities. And I said, whatever can contribute on my way, I'm doing it. And I was already in 2 months on seminars, and then I went to all different seminars, and in half a year from this that she said to me this sentence, I was already having my weekend classes. And after that, I don't have free time now for 7 years and a half. And in these 7 years and a half, I had more than 1,000 classes and classes all the time. So what was the question? So for me, it was never a question. And before Access, I was looking for more, because other modalities changed my life, and every class that I had was changing my life, and I was looking for more, and I couldn't find anything on Google, because I was on some international classes also before from other things, and I wanted more, and I couldn't find anything, and slowly Access Bars came to my life. And now I'm here. Any more questions? So it was never a question for me. If it's possible, I'm doing it. If there is a little possibility, I'm choosing that. For me, this was always the only choice. So, and now I know more. Like, I was thinking that I'm stupid. I didn't know other people who were trying to be the change. I was stupid to myself, and it was pretty not possible. But still, I was looking into that possibility. So we can have different planet. I have seen that we are much stupid and insane what we are doing in our life when I was a child. Any more questions? I'm sorry, because I'm a little romantic at the moment. Any more questions? Let's go to next questions, because I don't know what to speak about. Like maybe somebody can share something from Amsterdam class. Klaske, would you like to speak? You are smiling. Were you ever speaking on online class? Like, just speak. Because you are smiling, maybe you have something to say. Maybe it's not so bad. I can unmute. Okay, sorry.
Oh,
Okay,
hello.
Klaske?
Hello. Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, you can speak a little louder.
I'm
Or
speaking
closer.
here, maybe.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for your class. And I think it's about receiving the possibilities. In my personal adventure, I receive a lot with no words, but to open up more receiving of other energies. Sometimes I think, whoa, um, how can I receive more people with energies? I think in energy.
Yeah, like we can receive nature. You are good in receiving nature, and sometimes it's harder with people. So, like, what if we can acknowledge other people and we can allow them to be what they are? So they
Yeah.
don't need to be something else, or they don't need to be what we know that is possible for them.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
So it's just interesting choice, whatever they are choosing. And also about receiving, we are trying to personalize receiving. Receiving is not so much about another person. So when we are making it about another person, we are stopping our infinite receiving.
Yeah.
When you are making one person significant, you are stopping your infinite receiving. So receiving doesn't need to be personal. You can be infinite receiving whatever is showing up in your life.
Yeah.
So
Because
when
in
you,
the I was a lot of thinking and analyzing and thought, hey, what do I see? And I want to think. It was never one. And now I try to stop the analyzing and energies I'm receiving. Uh, I don't know how
so
to
yeah,
say.
what if we can be infinite receiving whatever is showing up
Yeah,
and whoever is showing up, and we don't need ever to stop it. And receiving is part of being. So main thing is what you allow yourself to be. It's not so much about receiving. So you are being.
mm, okay.
I thought that you were going to say that it was incredible class and you have just more questions.
Well, I was pretty pissed off, but, but I do
You were pissed
love.
off?
I was
Hmm?
pissed off, but I did like that energy.
You were pissed off on the class and you
No,
liked the energy.
I liked the feeling of being that. It gave me a kind of flowing of energy.
Yeah, like you like to be pissed off.
No, not that, but
Not what?
well, it was like, I was just, my brain was fucked. And I thought, okay. And then there was nothing.
Cool. So I hope the translators can translate you.
Well,
Because okay. So chaos.
chaos, yes.
Yeah. Would any like we can maybe go to next person? Would anybody like
Yeah.
else to share something? Maybe you, Maureen Lasoy, would like to speak? Hmm?
Oh,
Yes. You hear me?
Thank you, Klaske,
I
and now we
just
are going to Maureen.
amazing class. Yes. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. I just wanted to thank you for the amazing class this weekend in Amsterdam. And it was fun and also sometimes not that fun. And thank you. And I hope a lot of people can join you on other classes and make this kind of breakthrough, which I felt was possible.
Cool. Thank you. So we didn't have a bad class. It wasn't bad
Everything
class.
is possible. How does it get better?
Cool.
We have a
Anybody
question.
else
Yes,
would like
we
to
have
say
a question.
something? Yeah.
Yes, we have a question from the French people, from Jalila. On a une question de Jalila. Être dans le... Yeah, from Jalila. Wow, what is that? C'est quoi ce truc? Il est en train de montrer un truc, je sais pas ce que c'est. That's quite scary, actually.
Yeah.
Jalila, c'est quoi ça? Donc la question,
So
c'est
what is the question?
être dans le recevoir à chaque instant, ça donne quoi? Tu as vécu ça. So, being in the receiving all the time, what is that? And did you already experience it?
So, you can't say that you had already experienced it. You can be a question. How does it get any better than that? So when you say that you have already accomplished, it's a conclusion. So you can be in the question, like how to be infinite receiving. You can allow yourself to be infinite being, and infinite receiving is part of that. So we don't need to work so much about receiving. Just allow yourself to be. And with this, you are infinite receiving. How many conclusions, definitions do you have what receiving is? And what if you already received everything? Everything that is right on orchestra. Pock and pot. So how much of like making no receiving a problem are you using so you don't need to be you? Like, I can't receive, I need to work on receiving. What if that's not true? And you already received everything. You are here. You are here on this beautiful planet. You already received it. When everything doesn't allow you to know this, perceive this, receive this, be this, would you like to unclear this order? Pock and pot. So everything is already on plate, everything is already ready for you. Just play. You already received it. Now you need to enjoy it. So you can still pretend. Like whole reality, it's about avoiding what we have served on this planet, what is on this planet. They invented many things how to avoid joy on this planet, like cultural limitations, religious limitations. So we can just watch and we can just be like whole life without enjoying, so we can enjoy somewhere else in some artificial world. So people think that they shouldn't be too happy in this life. They can be happy only later. So we invented many things how to avoid joy on this planet, how to avoid happiness, how to avoid to play. And that's just interesting. Any more questions? So there is one question, like it's also somebody about Morocco. Asma Latfi is going to Morocco and she's going to have first bars class. And if there is any advice for me, she's asking. So one of the things is, what is our main job when we do classes is just be you, allow yourself to be you. And that means that you relax and you follow energy and you listen to people. You are there for them, so you listen to them and you follow this energy. So one of main questions is what you would like to create, and what if you can truly create everything what you desire. And we are here to contribute to these choices. And access consciousness is incredible. The seminars tools are incredible, and you can use it like access bars and other classes that you can create life which you truly desire. So I'm here for you, and you can ask me questions. And you also show bars, you show some main tools, and they ask questions, and you can create together unforgettable class. And I'm really grateful for this job. Really, like, every class is changing my life, and so many people are grateful for the change that we are creating together, and more is coming, and we are doing it on distance. We are learning together on distance, not when we are just present on a class. And more is coming. This is just beginning of magic which we are creating more and more on this planet. Next question, Claire?
Yes.
Yeah.
So someone, I only have GZ, so let's go with GZ. Donc j'ai que GZ, donc allons-y avec GZ. He's asking, s'il vous plaît, pourriez-vous parler de la façon dont fonctionne la vibration dans la création? So can you please talk about how the acoustical vibration is functioning in creation?
So what if acoustical vibration, vibration, acoustical vibration, we don't need to define things. I don't know, like, what is acoustical vibration, so it's vibrating, okay? So what if that's what life is? So it's very easy to create when you don't have any point of view. And in different ways, we are trying to stop the acoustic. We are cutting it and destroying it, so we can be more similar to boring, slow people. But you can be acoustical, whatever, and you can create whatever you desire. So if you don't have any point of views, you can create anything. It's acoustical creation, and that's what life is. And you can perceive the energy for yourself. It's blowing your mind. Probably. Or just Claire's. So any more questions? What is next question? So maybe Anne Christine Logos would like to say something. Anne Christine Logos, you need to speak. You are the hosts for Lausanne.
And Claire, I can translate if they speak French.
So just a moment, because they unmute themselves on the French link. Donc juste une seconde, je vais leur dire de se démuter vers vous. We just tell them to unmute. Donc,
and I can translate them in English.
And Christine, can you speak?
Julia va vous traduire et moi je vais vous traduire en français.
Oui, bonsoir à tous.
Bonsoir.
Et ben voilà mon expérience. Il y a quelques mois, j'ai eu de la chance. Mon body et moi, nous avons rencontré Harris à Annecy.
So Harris and I met, my body and I met Harris in Nancy, not like almost 1 year ago. Claire, tu peux te muter s'il te plaît? Ah non.
Waouh. C'était une belle bousculade.
And wow, it was like, it had rocked my world.
Et pour moi, c'était il y a une année à Paris.
Juste une seconde. Est-ce que vous pouvez attendre juste 2 secondes? Juste 2 secondes. Je vais régler le problème pour que vous ne m'entendiez pas en anglais.
Comment c'est possible?
Tu vas voir.
Madame Wafa.
Il faut juste que je la fasse.
Ok.
On doit
Est-ce que c'est bon? Non, c'est bon. Je pense que c'est bon. So, Anne, tu disais?
Moi, je disais que j'ai rencontré Harris il y a une année à Paris. C'était...
So, yes,
J'ai passé mon
Anne.
anniversaire à la classe corps.
So I'm Anne, and I met Harris 1 year ago in the 3-day body class, and I had my birthday in this class.
In Paris?
Yes.
À Paris.
Et j'ai aussi reçu une séance d'Harris qui a complètement changé mon énergie.
Yes, and I also received a symphony session from Harris that completely changed my energy.
Et c'est, waouh, un nouvel univers qui s'est ouvert pour moi, des nouveaux espaces et tellement plus d'énergie dans mon corps que j'ai eu envie d'inviter, enfin on a eu envie, parce que Christine a fait la classe aussi avec Harris, de l'inviter à venir en Suisse.
So it was so much change and space in my universe that I really wanted to invite. I mean, Christine and I wanted to invite Harris to come in Switzerland.
Et on est ravis de l'accueillir et d'accueillir tous les gens qui viendront profiter de cette magnifique classe corps dans un endroit juste waouh.
Yeah, and we are so happy to host people. I invite people to come in this place that is just wow. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We are going to be in nature in beautiful place.
Yes.
And maybe we have 12 days until the class, something like that. So it's pretty close. It's coming.
Yeah.
Coming. Thank you. And you are so incredible energy, both of you, that probably I will not need to work anything on a class.
Merci, vous êtes tellement une énergie incroyable. Je ne vais pas travailler lors de la classe.
Et vraiment, on se réjouit. Et on est aussi à disposition pour vous faciliter s'il y a des questions pour tout ce qui est logistique. Et vraiment avec grand plaisir qu'on peut vous renseigner.
And we are really happy to take your questions. So don't hesitate to come to us if you have a question, and we will be happy to tell you logistical things.
Cool. Thank you. And also, like, we are having always new class. So this time also in Lausanne and also this weekend in Bordeaux, we are going to have a new class. I can't have the same class like before. So these classes is like some kind of ongoing. These classes are some kind of ongoing creation. So it's always new. We are creating together. So every class is a new creation, and this is how I wonder what we are going to create on these new classes, next classes which we are going to have. It's always new, and we are creating really changes for many people, for the whole planet together. Is there anything else? Somebody asks, Severin asks, can you speak about body creation? So one thing what we are exploring on these classes is that maybe there is no true separation. Nothing is truly separated. So what if you don't need to be separated from anything, and you don't need to define your body so much as physical body, and your body doesn't need to be separated from anything. So what we are something else that we think we are. And what if we are ongoing unstoppable creation? What if life is unstoppable creation and it's always new? And many people are trying to stop it, so they are trying to be something the same from the past. And even if they are trying, life is always changing and we are always new. And creation is when you are creating something new. When you are new space, new energy, new consciousness, you are creating. And with this, your playfulness, you are alive. But if you can be always new and you never need to be something from the past anymore? And what if you can surprise yourself every day and you can allow universe, earth to surprise you even more? And everything that doesn't allow that, everywhere you are trying to create predictable life instead of being the creation that you can truly be, would you like to uncreate and solve that? Yes? Right. I'm so romantic today, I don't know. What is this? Usually, like, probably it's online class and I'm nice. I'm not so nice usually on classes, so. So, next question.
So we have another question on the French Zoom. Christine is saying, Harris, who's that belong to for your romantic stuff? Donc Christine demande à qui ça appartient pour truc romantique. So for your romantic stuff, she's saying, who does this belong to? But the real question actually is from... je sais pas. Y aurait-il un processus pour sortir de la dépression? So is there any process to get out of depression?
One thing, what is depression? Depression is point of view. We can use this question, who does this belong to? Somebody can be depressed around you. Somebody can have this point of view, I'm depressed, and they're using it. Maybe you are not depressed. Maybe you just need to move your body. Maybe you need to enjoy your life. In this reality, like many people are making some diagnosis, which you don't need to buy as true. You can just wake up and create your life and stop using excuses. And I had experience with people who were pretty good and they got diagnosed that they have depression. Like maybe now in these times, in these years, like you get this diagnosis for every shit. Like you can say like, I can't move my arm so good anymore. It's probably it's depression, so I'm going to give you these pills. And like, after these pills, you look like this. I'm pretty okay now. I'm not anymore depressed. I'm okay now. So you need to ask your body, follow energy, and it's really like, who does this belong to? Many things. It can be just point of view. It can be a lot of times energy of other people which you are taking on your body, and it can be entities, but it's also an excuse that you don't need to create anything in your life. And you are just pretending, and that's it. Like one of the best choices what you can make in your life is to have balls. Have balls and create life which you desire and stop pretending that you don't have balls. This is how I see it. I was also depressed in my life. I wanted to make suicide, and I know that I was just pretending and manipulating. Any more questions?
Yes, I have another one from Sébastien Lamblay that is asking, Donc Sébastien Lamblay demande, le côté médium de Harry s'est développé avec Access ou il l'avait avant? He's asking if you were medium already, like psychic before Access, or if it has developed with Access.
I opened to intuition with other modalities before Access. And before this, like before 7 years ago, I didn't know that I'm intuitive, or I didn't realize that. It was, but what I could change life of somebody pretty fast. Like when I was talking with friend, having problems, I could shift his or her energy very fast. So I could help a lot of people already before, but I didn't know that I was using intuition. I didn't know so much what is that. So, and with these other modalities, I started with theta healing. So it's like deep meditation, and it opened me, so I just know things. And with practice, I was having classes. So with practice on classes, when like I just needed to know everything very fast. You can't go into deep meditation when you are speaking on a class. So this also how I have classes. It's a lot of practice, and I just know things, and I just know more and more and more with more practice. So, and this is also, I just knew so much. I needed to have my own classes. I had my own weekend classes for 4 years because I was exploring with people what is true, what we couldn't read anywhere in any book. I got this awareness during sessions, during classes. It's similar like in Access. What makes you free is true. So we were exploring something what we couldn't read anywhere in any book together on classes, because I also couldn't ask myself so many questions. So we found out the thoughts, feelings, emotions are not true. And somebody asked, but what we are if it's not true? Like, what can you be then? Like, you know, in this reality, this is what is making us humans. And if you don't have thoughts, feelings, emotions, for them, you are a robot. And I said, wow, then you can be just space and joy. Do you get, like, they needed to ask me questions, and I had more and more awareness, and it was really incredible, and I was asking for more awareness. And then Access came to my life, and when I have seen Foundation Manual, I said, I'm doing all these classes. And before, every modality, every technique was too little, was too slow for me. I overgrown everything very fast because I just knew things. It was really funny. From the beginning, on the first class, when I was on a class, I just knew everything. Something happened also, like some activations, maybe we can say, also few months before having first class. It was like I was doing internet marketing, and half of the customers, half of business partners were these weird people, spiritual, like this, like energy work people. Like some people were seeing angels, some people were seeing dead people, like these people, and I was like interesting point of view, so like cool, and it was interesting for me. But half of customers were these people, and also they were seeing me as a special gift. They were saying to me, you are like a sun. They were saying to me, you have a diamond. And they were saying to me, a lot of people are coming behind you, like a lot of people are following you. Okay. Interesting. So many different things. And like, and then I started to have classes like a few months later, and I had classes all the time. So any more questions? So, like Carl is asking something from Tahiti. Carl from Tahiti, where are you? People need to see you. Oh, Carl is here in the red. Like, hello, Carl. So,
Hello.
can you ask something? We can maybe speak also.
Yeah, but do you hear me?
Yeah. So, how is your life after body class with Harris on Tahiti?
Great. Great insights, great takeaways. Open more space. Should try it. Everybody should try it.
Cool.
Change
So,
lives of many people here in Tahiti. And the change is still going on, so happy for it. So I had a question about like how you were talking about how your practice and how you were connecting with your intuition, and I found it interesting because this is what I'm going through right now, like how to tap more into my intuition and to make the difference between the different voices that are coming also, like there is maybe like the ego, the judgmental voice, or the inner child, and there's this intuition voice also. And I can see the difference when I'm really aligned with my intuition, like things flow really easily. And I was just curious about like maybe you put into place a practice for you that may work also for others. I don't know. I just had that question coming up.
cool. Yeah. So I hope the translators could translate. He said he's curious about what we can like how to do it. Okay. So intuition like this to help more energetical awareness. It's pretty silent and gentle. Like how I see it, you need to perceive many times just little change in nuances. You know, just like because like for me it's really incredible. I just know things on classes. Like I know already before person is going to ask me. I know everything. Like my life is sometimes hard. So I know already everything what the person is going to ask me and what to say and how to change it, and we can do it in like half second. And then you need to wait for the person to ask a question, and you need to explain. You need to facilitate person very slowly so they really get it. And when they finally get it, you can take them to bigger space when they can have more awareness. So it's pretty slow. So sometimes, like when I'm working, I need to be also on mobile phone, so I'm not dying. I need to show you my new mobile phone. I'm not dying, you know, I'm doing this when I'm listening to people. And there is like, you can listen to the energy, you can listen to earth. And on Tahiti, it's even easier. And everything is speaking, like whole nature is all the time speaking. And the sea is speaking, the ocean is speaking, the trees are speaking, the wind is speaking, the sun is speaking, bodies are speaking, everything is speaking all the time. And what we are stupid fuckers doing, we are listening to people instead of nature. So one way how to open more to intuition, more to perceiving, more to awareness is to process more earth and not human stupidity. And it's totally different energy, and you are different space, different embodiment. So we don't need to deal with human reality so much, and you can choose it together with universe, with consciousness, with your body, that you know only what you need to know, when you need to know. So you don't need to listen to all stupidity. And when you are listening to all stupidity, your head is just hard, you know, all these things, and this is the noise. You know, you can imagine like human reality is noise, like it's loud, and nature energy is pretty silent and gentle. So
yeah,
you can say to people, to human reality, shut up. Now, I'm not interested anymore. And they taught us, they said to us that you need to be interested. You know, when we went to school, they said to us in some way, you need to learn from other people how to have their life. Can you imagine? You need to learn from other people how to have their life. This is why children in school, they're full of stress. It's not just because they are learning a lot and they are afraid about the grades. It's also because they are taking energetically from other people information. Because they think they need to learn from other people, they are taking it into their body and they are just stressful. You don't need, like 99.9% of this information is total stupidity. So just leave human life alone. Everything is illusion. What they are doing is like everything is just stupid. And like talk with animals, talk with trees, talk with bodies. And sometimes we are talking also with people. I just published one picture, one photo on Facebook 3 days ago. Sometimes we talk also with people. So, and with this, we are practicing it. So it's a practice. Also, when you touch a stone, I was having these workshops also for improving perceiving. So we are playing with stones. You touch a stone and you perceive how much energy is in stone. And you touch a tree and you perceive the energy of the tree. Also, you can, on distance, you can perceive energy field of a tree. It's like, it's big, like at least 20 meters around the tree. It's energy field of a tree and you can perceive it. And with this, it's improving with this practice, and more you are doing it, it goes better and you can ask for it. I asked for that. Like 7 years ago, I asked, how can I talk with trees? How can I talk with animals? And it happened like in 2 weeks after the question, tree started to talk with me. And then, you know, like with this practice, how everything is speaking, you know, you get what is the energy of the speaking, how they speak. So and this is knowing, you just know everything when you can listen to this energy. Because all informations are all the time available. So you can just know. Okay, and it's practice and it's practice and it's practice.
It's great. Thanks for the feedback. It's so true what you're saying, because when I'm around people, I can feel so many emotions, and when I'm in nature, it's like very calm and I perceive other. Yeah. So thanks for the.
Also, when you are with people, just expand, connect with Earth, and be Earth and process Earth. You need to do it even more. Do you get? And we are different. When we are in some space, we are different than other people. So when we are sitting, we are Earth, and they are just like doing some mental conclusions with each other. Like when you watch people, how they speak, they are sending something from their brain to another brain. And when we sit, we are space. And also our dancing is different. When you dance with Earth, and they are dancing with their heads. And it's just like confusing for you, especially if you are Tahitian. Any more questions?
Thanks.
Thank you.
So we have several questions in the French Zoom. So first of all, Mona of Casablanca is welcoming you in advance. So that's it. Mona te souhaite la bienvenue. So for the question, we have faire une classe bar pour le moment, c'est pas léger. C'est comme si cela était très compliqué d'être visible, mais même en parlant, en mettant des posts sur Facebook, c'est beaucoup d'efforts et c'est pas léger. So to do a bath class right now, it's not light. Just like if it was very complicated to be visible, even talking about that, like posting on Facebook, mail, it's still a lot of effort and it's not really light. So what?
So you don't need to do it. Okay? Stay there where you are at the moment in your life. It's pretty comfortable, predictable, and you can totally control it, and nothing can surprise you. So enjoy it. Anything else? So this like light and heavy can be, sometimes we can use this tool in weird way, also to avoid possibilities. So light, many times we misinterpret as easy. Ease doesn't need to be easy. Ease can be pretty uncomfortable. Hello, Luz. Ease can be pretty uncomfortable. Life is uncomfortable thing. I would suggest you that you are following expansion and not what you like or what is a good feeling. If you are going to follow what you like, if you are going to choose in your life what you like, you are going to create your past shit. Past shit. Passé. So, and if you are going to follow expansion, you can be alive. So how much you are following good feelings, you are following what you like, and you misinterpret that as lightness, would like to increase all that. Pardon, Pog. So one of the things what you wanted to say, maybe it's not light for me. Maybe you wanted to say that it's heavy, and heavy is never true. So heavy is when some awareness or some energy is available and you are not allowing yourself to be it. There is, like, people are using this. Can you listen to me because you are freezing? The more maybe I have bad connection. People are using this heavy tool to avoid what they can be and what they can know. Nothing is heavy. Okay, there is no heaviness in whole universe. And there is energy and knowing, energy and awareness available what you can be to create beyond your imagination. So what if you can be this? And what if you can be energy, space, and consciousness, which is making your life, your possible choices, total lightness. Everything that doesn't allow that, would you like to create us for that? And what if nothing is really heavy? Like, what if every choice can be total lightness? So you know that whatever you are going to choose, you are going to have too much fun. And people are many times defining choices. So they think, like, for me, choice is more about energy, space, and consciousness, what you can be, and not so much about exact thing what you are going to do. So, like, wherever you go, you know that you are going to have too much fun. Like, you can choose to be expansion, whatever is showing up in your life. So it's not so much about what exactly you are doing. So what if it's not so much the case? Are you having this class or not? And you can have it just for fun, and all the significance, you are creating it, and where you are creating telenovela and drama before even doing anything? Would you like to create a story that? Yes? Maybe you can make a movie from this before even starting classes? Who is going to be main actor? Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise? Everything is brought up. Would you like to create a story? Pod and Poc. So what if you can have it just for fun? Pod and Poc. More we have a class, more I'm a bad person. So maybe we need to stop it. Any more questions? So Maristela.
Yes.
Hi.
So Kerka is asking.
Who? Who? Somebody?
Yes.
Who is asking?
Yeah, on the French Zoom, Kerka. So he's asked Kerka. It's the name Kerkar. Bonsoir. Après avoir fait ma première classe Access, j'ai eu une élévation de la conscience. Maintenant, il y a toujours un blocage, une énergie dans ma vie. Quel outil dois-je utiliser pour créer plus de mouvement et moins d'inertie? So after having my first Access class, I had like a grow in my consciousness, awareness, and now there is always something stuck in me, an energy in my life. What tools can I use to create more movement, more flow, and less of this?
So this is what can happen. Like more you have awareness, you can create shit also faster. So who does this belong to? Can really something stop you? And what if you don't need to make any slower energy, any solid energy true anymore, and you are always following expansion? So for what reason did you stop your energy of expansion? Everything that is with light and destroy. Pod and Poc. So you can choose to be expansion and you don't need to stop it for any reason. It's not about the result, it's not what is showing up in your life. If you depend on results, if you depend on what and how is showing up on your life, in your life, you are not creating anything. You are part of this reality. You are like others, normal people. So you are going to have the same life. Boring. So you are following expansion. You are being you, whatever shows up. And for every limitation, you say, come if you dare. Come if you dare. So it's like, come and you are going to be fucked up. Just show up. Like, where is it? Nothing can stop you. So one of main questions what I'm using all the time on my classes is, what future would you like to create? So can you be this future now? Can you pull the future into the present? And can you stop using this future now? Choose to create this future no matter what on this planet. And nothing can stop you. You are not here for some personal results. You are not here for what people are going to think about you. You are here to be the rocket of change for whole planet. And everything that doesn't allow that, everywhere you are defining yourself with what you think you are, would you like to create a solve that? Time Brazilian. Yes, everybody? Yeah, right, wrong, bad, pop, and shows, boss. More we have a class, I'm more a bad person. Oh my God. And we have Maristela is having a question from Brazil here. And what is the reason we use us from. To this question, Maristela. So what is the reason we use this acknowledgement of another people's reality to make us? So, like, we are just using it so we don't need to create anything.
Can you repeat, please, Harris? I didn't listen to the question.
In the chat, what is the reason that we use acknowledgement of another people's reality to make us wrong? So some kind of what other people are, you are using this to make yourself wrong. You know, they are dying with their body, and because you are orgasmic, you are judging yourself. Everything that is would like to create also. Pod and poc. So we are using it so we don't need to create anything. It's just a choice. It's a choice, Penelope would say. Any more questions? It's a choice. Any more question? We can have one more question and we are slowly finishing. It's the time to slowly also finish. Is anybody like the last question, or anybody would like to say something or share something? So we are having Bordeaux, Lausanne, then we have class in Israel, and then Munich, and then Casablanca, Morocco. And Jalila Rabbe is also here, our host from Morocco. You can find her screen too. Jalila, can you show this? We are going to have incredible class in Casablanca with really like many people choosing to be the change and choosing to have balls in their life. So, and I'm so grateful for that. And we are creating more and more and more. Any more questions? How was today for you? Is anybody having some super question? Did we change something in this 1 hour? Do you perceive the energy with your body? Is your body different now? Is something going on under your ass now when you are sitting like a rocket? Rocket is turned on when you are sitting now? Yeah. So, thank you for today. See you next time. You can check on our page, harris.si. We have more online classes, more different body classes. And see you next time on some class. And thank you for today. Thank you for the contribution you are being. Thank you for your choices. So, see you soon. Bye bye.